Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, March 13th, 2025. Let's take a look. What do we have on the economic calendar for today? Overnight session was quite quiet, not very many important data releases. Building approval 6.3 points from the Australia. RICS house price balance from the UK at 11%, down from 21%. We are still waiting for the data from the Eurozone, but it looks like there's very short calendar for today. In this kind of events, Euro ECB, the Guindos will give a speech at 10 to 11. At 11 o'clock, we got the industrial production data from the Eurozone. The market participants expect an increase from minus 1.1% to 0.5%. Monetary policy meeting minutes from Turkey are scheduled for release at noon, and then we go straight on to the US session. PPI and initial jobless claims are scheduled for release at 1:30. Building permits from Canada are scheduled for release at 1:30 as well. Then we have the ECB President Christine Lagarde to give a speech at 6 o'clock. At the same time, German Bua Balz will give a speech, and 30 minutes later, German Bua President Joachim Nagel will give a speech. So plenty of speeches during the late US session. Business PMI in New Zealand is scheduled for release at 10:30. At the same time, Fed's balance sheet will be released. So pretty busy day. Only the New York session has the very important data releases, PPI initial jobless claims, and some speeches, comments that might impact the financial markets. Let's go to the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar finally hit the technical resistance as we expected. 1.0948 was tested, and then we got the bearish engulfing pattern, and slowly we are making a pullback after we hit the extremely overbought conditions, and of course the market is now doing the bearish divergence, right? Is reacting to the bearish divergence between what is the price doing and what is the momentum doing. Momentum is at the level of 53 points, so it's still positive. However, any breakout lower below the towards the level of 1.0765 would exactly be seen as a more negative, when there is a plenty of room to go towards the extremely oversold conditions at the level of 30. There is some room here as well. So the outlook, the temporary outlook for the euro dollar remains bearish. At the daily time frame chart, we are still making this wave to the upside, wave 3. This wave has not been completed yet, and we still need to wait for this cycle to be terminated. Please notice that the key level here for the bulls is obviously the swing high from 2024 from the September, 1.1214 basically. So that's the level everyone wants to test, right? Especially bulls. So maybe that will be technical level for wave 3, but not the projected level for the wave 3 just yet. Okay, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame chart. We got data from the US, so let's take a look at the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Beautiful, there you go. Beautiful downswing is being in progress, is being developed on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. If we switch to the daily time frame chart, you can see it straight on. We got the second attempt to break above this zone here. Let me just place that. It always looks a little bit better, especially if you are if you prefer this kind of a visualization, because it's better generally to see on the chart. There you go. We got this supply zone. This supply zone is of course the key zone for the bulls. They need to break above the zone in order to hit the 100 periods moving average, 153.45, and then head higher. As long as we trade below this zone, the outlook remains bearish, and for the second time the bulls were rejected from the supply zone. Local low 146.56 will be now acting as the technical support. and generally the market might prepare for another test of the, this one is violated, this one is nicely done. It's a green, it's a technical support, there you go. And maybe one more technical support level. Well, it looks like there's nothing really interesting until the level of 139.59. So please stay focused eventually for this level. Momentum is negative, momentum is completely weak, and it looks like the market is still under the bearish control, and they want to push this market lower. Any trend line, anyone? Trend line, anyone? Yeah. Shall we place in a trend line? There you go. As long as we stay below the trend line, the outlook remains bearish. Very simple analysis, but plenty of the constructive conclusions. So US dollar and Japanese yen. Let's take a look at the crude oil market, and because yes, there you go. You see, we got this situation here, but we go to the 4-hour time frame chart straight on, and crude oil is still being traded around the level of 68. So there was no breakout to the upside. This is the technical resistance 68.21, and this is the technical, of course, support, the range support and technical support 65.22. So as long as we stay inside of this range, the outlook remains bearish. This level here looks like some important technical support, but we just we broke below this technical support. So right now, look at this. This is 4-hour time frame chart from the highs of the January 15, 2025, 80 to towards 65. Well, about the 20%. We are done. We are down 20% on the crude oil, and it looks like this sideways trend might be just another pause while the market will just taking a breath before it will plunge lower. Last but not least is the Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin is obviously trying to test these days the technical resistance, the lows from the March 7th. 84,600. We just recently hit this area. However, as you can see, the momentum bar release broke the level of 50. This is not the impulsive cycle whatsoever. This is not very strong momentum gaining movement to the upside. That's rather pullback from the new swing low towards the last technical resistance, and this is exactly what the market is doing. Let me just take a look if we should. There you go. We should share this trend line here. Outlook remains bearish until we break back above the supply zone, the famous supply zone, and the trend line. If you take a look at the daily time frame chart, this is how it looks like. We are very close to the major demand zone, the key long-term demand zone. Only if we break below this demand zone, the market is officially in a downtrend. As long as we trade above this demand zone, the outlook remains bullish in the long term. And we even have yesterday, 2 days ago, very nice stopping candlestick pattern, bears stopping candlestick pattern, some sort of the let's say bullish engulfing, some sort of the nice pin bars here. So it looks like the bulls are working on the positive scenario for the buyers. However, so far, not really. It's not really we can't see the result from the effort, right? So they are trying to do something, but it looks like every bounce is being used by the bears just to enter the market again and sell the Bitcoin. So that's the outlook for the Bitcoin, and that's my last analysis for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.